Here at FA Well Centers, welcome. Let's talk today about the immune system and what you can do right now to get your immune system working as well as feasibly possible. So welcome everybody. Dr. Ben Galliard, FA Well Centers. We have offices in Colorado, offices in Tennessee, and we work remotely with patients all over the United States. Canada, just talked to a patient in Australia yesterday. So we love getting a hold of people and love just really communicating about how you can get your health back. So welcome everybody. Pop down below where you're watching from. Love to give you a shout out no matter where you live, no matter what's going on. Tell me how your immune system's doing. Put that comment down below. And then if you have any specific questions in regards to the immune system, I would love to be answering those as well. So welcome and tell me how have you guys been doing so far this season. Hey Robert there in Wheatland, good to see you. I bet you guys are a little cold and snowy up there this morning. So immune system, there's a reason that I did not say boost your immune system. Did you notice that? Hey Joshua in Florida, good to see you. That I did not say tips to boost your immune system because I don't really think we need to be boosting our immune system. You know, think about this. Why would our immune system be deficient in the first place? That's what we've got to think about. Not so much that, hey, my immune system is perfect and now I need to boost it. Well, you need to get your immune system working as well as possible. Hey, Julie up there in Riverton, good to see you as well. Probably pretty cold too. I know here in Colorado, we're about -2 this morning. My immune system is doing better since starting to work with the Nashville office. Thank you, Heather, awesome. And that's what we want to do. We want your immune system to work optimally, to turn up when it needs to. So when you get exposed to some type of an infection, some type of a pathogen coming in, you need to turn it up. And then when you're done fighting that off, you need to turn it down. Because here's the problem. When we're boosting immune system, when we're revving it up, when we're constantly fighting off different things, if you've got chronic sinus infection, a root canal that's gone bad, any of these chronic infections, you are very likely going to be even stimulating the body for an autoimmune condition. So we don't want to just boost the immune system. We don't want to just rev it up all the time. We want to modulate the immune system, get it to turn up at the right time and get it to come down at the right time. If you're having issues with immune issues, with your immune system, any type of chronic infections, things like that, click any of those links down below, schedule that discovery call, and we would love to talk to you about how you can get your immune system working better, just like Heather is doing in the Nashville, Tennessee office. So let's get into it. So what do we need to do to actually support our immune system, to get our immune system working more optimally? And that's how I want you to think about this. One of the first places to start is you look at, okay, why is the immune system not working as well as it should in the first place? And if we look at what can cause it to go down, then we look at, okay, if we do the opposite and we support those systems, it's going to actually work better. So let's look at things that you're probably doing right now that are decreasing your immune system function. One of the first one is I've got a window right here, not getting enough sunlight every single day. Vitamin D is huge for this. It is a major issue that we're looking at here is that vitamin D, we have to be getting as much as we possibly can. We've got to be supported by that sunshine. And if you're not getting sunshine every single day, you need to do one of a few things. You need to be getting vitamin D externally. You need to be doing your either going to the solar, any of those little solar boxes, the sun boxes that you can get and have on your desk and get some vitamin D that way, or even going to a tanning bed, especially this time of year for you guys in Wyoming and Michigan and New York, a lot of places where you're really not going to be seeing the sun. Even in Florida, the sun is not going to be as strong and you're not going to be getting as good of of vitamin D exposure there. So tanning beds, a lot of people are worried about tanning beds, but if you go once or twice a week, 5 to 10 minutes, that is going to be totally fine, and you're not going to get skin cancer or anything like that from doing those things. Otherwise, you can take vitamin D. Most of our patients need to take between 5 and 10,000, and that is a huge part of the solution there. Hey, Chrissy, good to see you. Reach out, send me a DM. I'd love to talk to you about what's going on. Darla, good to see you as well. So again, get the sunshine, get the vitamin D. If you have a sunroom, if you have any place where you can just sit, even in the winter, and get that noon sun, it's going to be great for that vitamin D. Vitamin D modulates that immune system, so it turns it up at the right time, turns it down at the right time. Huge for the immune system. Here's a little immune tip that you can do if you are feeling run down. So here's what you can do. You can go in and take 50,000 IU of vitamin D for 3 days. So 50,000, we actually have capsules that are 50,000 in one capsule, and you can take 50,000 per day for 3 days. If everybody around you's sick, if everybody is sneezing on you, if your family's sick, if you feel like you're coming down with a tickle in your throat, 50,000 per day for 3 days. But here's the deal. You don't want to do this every other week or once a month. Maybe about once a quarter you would do this boost. There's other things that you'll need to be addressing if it keeps coming back from there. So vitamin D, crucial. If you have low vitamin D, very good chance your immune system is not working like it should. Sleep is another huge part of it. If you're not getting, Gloria, do I need to take K2 with vitamin D? You know, we use vitamin D for years without K2, but we now have it in all of our vitamin D products. It's basically the same price, and the research shows it's definitely a nice adjunct for the vitamin D. So if you're taking vitamin D, might as well take the K in there as well. Since I started, this is Karen, since I started watching my blood sugar, it's done wonders for me. I sleep so good now. I took your tip and now run cold water on my thyroid in the shower. It really works. Great job there, Karen. I love seeing people actually take my advice to the heart there. So let's jump into that one. Let's jump into blood sugar, since Karen's talking about that. If you eat sugar, if your blood sugar spikes up, if you eat something that converts into sugar and it's a pretty good blood sugar spike, you can drop your immune system function for 4, 6, 8, even 12 hours. That immune function, your natural killer cells, which are a big part of the immune system, can go down. So if you're eating this yo-yo blood sugar up and down diet, like so many Americans, like so many people around the world, you are going to be impairing your immune system. So again, if we know blood sugar spikes are going to impair the immune system, guess what? We need to keep our blood sugar as steady as possible, and that's going to be a huge thing to support that immune system. Keep your blood sugar 85 to 110 all day long, and that's going to be huge. Sleep is another big one. How many times have you gotten poor sleep? Dr. Jake here, my partner here at the Fort Collins office, he was just telling a story. His dog threw up in the kennel last night, and this big fluffy dog, and so it took him like 2 or 3 hours to wash it and wash out the kennel, and then he got blow dry the dog and all that. And so, you know, he just missed 3 hours of sleep last night, and there's a really good chance that his immune system is not as well prepared today to fight things off. So what should he do? He better do everything he can. Keep his blood sugar steady, keep his stress down. He could take some, this is where you could take some additional echinacea, take some additional vitamin D, some things to support and nurture that immune system for the next couple of days, because his immune system is not going to be working as well. There's a lot of people after going through finals or different times where they've had poor sleep, they are going to get sick after that. So again, you've got to get quality sleep to support your immune system. How do you do that? You turn off all your blue light, your your phones, your tablets, your TVs, all that stuff at least an hour before you want to go to bed. You get a salt lamp, some type of orange light. You get your fire going, a candle, even like the little fake looking lights there, and that is going to be huge for calming that brain down. We've evolved over the years looking at fires and lanterns and sunsets, a lot of orangish and reddish light. Lavender is great, doing a hot salt bath or hot shower, really good before bed. Karen was saying she does cold on her thyroid, that's good to do in the morning, put cold straight on there, but you can also do hot at night, and that's going to calm you down as well. So you've got to get that proper sleep. We try to sleep as much of the year as we can, except in the summer when it gets pretty hot. We try to sleep at around 60 to 62 degrees. We've got thermostats in our room, and so we'll calm that down and get that temperature down, put a good blanket on, and sleep colder than warmer. A lot of people are like, ooh, I want to keep my temperature at 72, 74 at night. Is a float tank good right before bed? I would say so, Debbie. So a float tank is where you lie in this like salt water. I actually used to do this a long time ago. We lived in Phoenix. And if you know about Phoenix in the summer, the pools they're like 100 degrees even at nighttime. And so I would get in the pool, it'd be dark out. I'd put noodles under my legs, low back, neck, and just kind of float. I would have my eyes in the water and just a little bit of my nose out like that, and I would float around 20-30 minutes. And we actually had a salt pool, so we had a salt system in there, and I'd get up and go straight to bed, and it was like, oh my gosh, I would sleep so good after doing that. So I would imagine a float tank would be similar to that and would be pretty darn good. But Debbie, do you have one at home? That's pretty cool if you do. And if you tell us if those are relaxing. I've never been in one. So do whatever you can to get relaxed, calm. I just posted on Facebook a picture. Lowe's has one of my favorite massage guns on sale, half price, $99 for a Hypervolt, which is crazy. It's like the best one out there, and it's nice and lightweight. So check out the post from yesterday, but Lowe's of all places has it. And really, really good. It's got a great motor in it and just works really well. Do that before bed, calm it down, get that good quality sleep is going to be huge for that immune system. And then going in line with what Debbie's talking about, the float tank is getting into a relaxed environment, getting into a relaxed state, cutting down on your stress. We know that stress decreases the immune system and revs up cortisol, which decreases the immune system. A lot of things happen going down this pathway of chronic stress or major stressful events. So you've got to do everything you can to relax it, calm it down. If you're not doing neurofeedback, if you haven't looked at a brain map, there's specific brainwave patterns, the alpha wave, that we want to keep in that really good range. And if it's not, then it's going to cause more anxiety, worry, stress, things like that. Gloria, how about a sauna? Yeah, great. We've got a portable sauna. Jess, if you want to put the code down below for the discount on our favorite sauna. We've got this actually in our bedroom. We've got a massage chair that, the kind that will kick back and do the whole roll in and all that. And then we've got the portable sauna. My wife was just in that this morning. Her head's sticking out, and you can go up to 170 degrees, but your brain doesn't get too hot. So that's a great thing to do before bed. And where can I find a good tool for establishing an eating plan? This is Dana for lowering blood sugar and cholesterol. So we talked about stabilizing that blood sugar. The best tool that you can use is what's called a continuous glucose monitor. The continuous glucose monitor goes on the back of the arm, goes on the abdomen, and it tells you 24/7 what that blood sugar is doing. Tells you nonstop where that blood sugar is going too high, going too low, and you do more of the good stuff. that's going to keep it between 85 and 110, and less of the bad stuff that makes it go up or makes it go down. Every one of our new patients that we start care with gets a continuous glucose monitor. Unfortunately, these are prescription only, so you can't just go to the pharmacy, go to Walgreens, whatever, and get one. You've got to get it through a medical provider, and that's what we do. We get that CGM, and you're able to see exactly what that blood sugar is doing. You can also use a finger prick glucose monitor. We did that for years. Reverse diabetes, all kinds of different things. Yes, can the patches get wet with the monitor? Absolutely, Brenda. You can go swimming with it. There's an extra seal that you can put over that if you're like an avid swimmer, things like that. I've never had one fall off. I've worn it for months and months, probably 6 months over the last couple of years, and I've never had one fall off. So they are definitely going to be a great tool. Number one tool for stabilizing blood sugar and helping the cholesterol. So again, anybody jumping on that's new, Dr. Ben Gallagher, F8 Well Centers. We have offices in Colorado, in Tennessee. I've got five F8 docs that over 100 years of experience between them, and we work in depth with patients to get their health back. Every one of our new patients gets a continuous glucose monitor, as well as just really dialed in on exactly what somebody needs to do. We go through in-depth blood work, do a brain map, do everything we can to figure out which systems are out of balance. So we've already gone through, you've got to support that immune system with vitamin D, getting out in the sun, taking vitamin D. You've got to stabilize your blood sugar to support that immune system. You've got to decrease your stress state to support that immune system. But then exercise is another piece. So there's two different things to do. One is movement, the other is exercise. Movement is just going for a walk, going for a bike ride, a gentle bike ride, anything like that. You've got to keep that as steady as possible. Daily movement is great. Every morning I get up, I get on the treadmill. I actually have one that goes up to 40% incline, so I'll get on 30, 35% incline, and I'll read, I'll be journaling, doing as much as I possibly can to get movement for 30, 45 minutes, and then I do my exercise. Like this morning was wall balls. So you take the ball, you squat down, you throw it up against the wall, and you do that over and over and over. Rowena, do you have any other centers in Massachusetts? Not in Massachusetts at this point. We do have many patients that we work with from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, different places, and we can do that all remote. You can get blood work done locally, and we can review it. Ton, is 20 minutes a day of exercise good? So exercise, yeah, that's great. As long as you don't feel tired afterwards, as long as you're not yawning in the afternoon. You want it to be stimulating. Some people, 7 minutes is enough and is more than they need. But here's the deal. You've got to make sure that your heart rate is not going up too much. 180 minus your age is going to be that maximum heart rate to get to. So you've got to keep that heart rate from going too high. So that's going to be huge. And then you don't want to go too long. Do you eat breakfast before or after you work out? So I don't eat before my workout. I have amino acids, some creatine, glutamine, some different powders, and then I'll drink that. And then so it's kind of a fasting exercise that I do. If I'm going to go for a hike, going to go for a longer endurance type workout, usually that's my Friday, then I will definitely eat before that one, but usually not before that. Yes, I do get sleepy afterwards, Tom. So you're probably doing too much. It's probably either too much intensity, so your heart rate's going too high, or you're going too long with that exercise. But you've got to be doing both. You've got to be moving and you've got to be exercising. Exercising 3-4 times a week, getting that heart rate elevated, 180 minus your age, doing muscle contraction. Doing 20 things is not going to be 20 reps is not going to be what you need to be doing. You need to be getting in that 8 to 12 range. If you can do 5 pounds and do this 25 times, you're really not stressing the body like you need to. You need to go up to 10 pounds and do it to 12. is where you need to get to. And then if you can do it to 13, you go up to 7.5 pounds. My favorite weights to get. Bowflex makes some different ones out there, and you just click and adjust the dial on the side, and they'll go from 5 to 25, or you can go from 5 up to 50 pounds, and you can adjust that really quickly. So if you're like, okay, I can do curls of 12 pounds, but here I can do 15 pounds, then you just go click, 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 and change it, and then do the next movement. And so it's a great tool, so you don't have to have 15 different dumbbells, and it's really, really nice. Kettlebells are a great tool as well. You can do a lot of different movements with a kettlebell. So exercise is huge. All right, guys, so immune system, you probably thought I was going to tell you all these supplements, all these herbs, all these things. And sure, you can take echinacea, you can take different types of, we love glandulars, thymus glandular, adrenal glandular, different things like that. You can take your vitamin D, your zinc, all of those things that we talked about during COVID time and all that stuff. Great. But really, here's the deal. You can't out-supplement a weakened immune system. Remember that. Write that down. Put it on your whiteboard. You can't out-supplement a weakened immune system. So you've got to support it. You've got to build that immune system up. There is no boosting of supplements that's going to fix that. You've got to nurture that immune system as well as you possibly can. So if you guys have specific questions about the immune system, pop those down below. I would love to talk more about that. Check out my YouTube channel, over 700 videos on there, tons on the immune system. And we're on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you want. We've got content all over the place. So if you want more information, click that link in the bio, schedule that discovery call. I know we were booking those out into almost January, but we've been able to open up a bunch more spots, so you can get in on one of those discovery calls ASAP. All right, good to see you guys. Take care. Stay strong.